Hello everyone. Let's talk about NVIDIA, Jensen, and GTC. For those of you who haven't been to one, this is an annual event that thousands and thousands of people attend every year in San Jose. And Jensen stands up on the stage, gives a speech. And this year, he put up this slide. This slide is kind of complicated. There's a lot of stuff going on, but the green highlighted part, of course, is NVIDIA's CUDA. So people were like trying to locate, oh, here is my stuff. So for example, the DuckDB and the Data Fusion guy said, oh, look at that box. That's our stuff. And presto, pandas. So we are relevant because, it's on stage at GTC, but it's still connected to this CUDF CUDA data frame box, and there's all these funny arrows messing everything up. So I thought it would be interesting to simplify this. So I put up this meme that when Jensen stands up on stage in 2028, there'll be a much simpler slide. There'll be only 4 boxes, and there is something called Icebug memory that all the boxes connect to, and it uses Apache Arrow, and it fixes everything, including connecting to NVIDIA GPUs through CUDA data frames. So what is this Apache Arrow thing, and how is it related to Icebug memory? Let's talk about it. So Apache Arrow is a columnar memory format. So what does that mean? So columnar memory is laid out in columns as opposed to rows. So as you can see in the area that I'm highlighting, the blue things are like packed together, and they form one column. The green things form the next column. Red things form the third column. So when you store your data in Arrow memory buffer, the CPU is able to access them more efficiently, and your algorithms are able to compress them even better, because similar data packed together compresses a lot better than dissimilar data mixed in. So how old is this Arrow thing, and why isn't everybody using it? Arrow was invented by this guy, Wes McKinney, about 10 years ago. He's a prolific developer. He's invented a lot of stuff, including pandas, Apache Arrow, Arrow Flight, number of things. So he came up with this idea of Apache Arrow about a decade ago, and it's in fact used quite extensively at companies like Databricks, Snowflake, anybody who is doing columnar stuff. However, in the area of graphs, there is no standard that says, okay, this is how graphs should be stored in columnar memory. And that is where Icebug memory format comes in. It's not a new format. It's built around Apache Arrow. And it takes a particular data structure called compressed sparse row, or CSR for short. It's popular in graph literature. Every database that is worth its salt is going to use CSR internally to store the graph. So the trick that we've done here is to use Arrow memory to store a CSR graph, not dissimilar to how we would store a graph in Parquet files. So the Icebug format, here is the URL to the Icebug format specification. It comes in 2 formats, the disk and the memory, and the disk stores it in Parquet files. The memory stores in Apache Arrow memory buffers, and everything else is the same. So as you can see in this example, you would create a graph from CSR. It would be a read-only graph. You cannot add any more edges or nodes to it. And the name Icebug comes from the idea that this is a frozen graph. You cannot modify it, and associated Icebug as a good way to describe a frozen graph that goes with the Ladybug DB. So Icebug format, as you know, involves a bunch of tables in CSR format, and it involves a schema.cipher file that indicates that's metadata about what tables exist and what relationships exist between those nodes and edges. And similarly, the Icebug memory specification would be a bunch of arrow buffers along with a schema file. And I'm hoping that this would be playing a central role in the future of computing. So let's check back in 2 years when Jensen takes stage.